between monopoly and perfect competition. Okay, so this monopolistic competition, here you can see Mrs. John Robinson. She explained this monopolistic competition in Economics of Imperfect Competition book in the year of 1933. The same year, 1933, E.H. Chamberlain, the theory of monopolistic competition, he explained the monopolistic competitive market. Now, monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition, here, one feature is that here product differentiation will be there. Product differentiation is there. Okay, so under this product differentiation, okay, every monopolist is, okay, has the monopoly power on his product. Here difference, you don't confuse monopoly and monopolistic competitive market. Monopoly market means single seller market. Monopolistic competition, here large number of sellers will be there here. Okay, here you may confuse somewhat. Okay, why here large number? When I use the word large number, here large number seller means here by doing the product differentiation, every monopolist is, okay, has monopoly power on his product. Here only product differentiation is there. Here you can observe the different types of paste, different types of soaps, different types of toothpaste. It means here product differentiation is there, but that seller has the control over, okay, over the on that product quantity and price. By observing the monopolistic competition, we can know what is the monopolistic competition. Okay, first feature is what? Large number of firms. Large number of firms. You know the difference between firm and industry. Firm is a single unit. Industry is a year. Firm is part of industry. Okay, large number of firms. It means large number of sellers, we can say. The differentiated product or product differentiation or closed substitutes goods will be there. In monopoly market, no closed substitutes, but here monopolistic competitive market, closed substitute goods are there. Those goods have the product differentiation. It means each and every product has its own product difference. And another feature of monopolistic competition is freedom over price and quantity. Okay, so this what freedom over price and quantity. It means even though product differentiation is there, here it makes the monopolistic competition. What it makes the monopolistic competition? First one, product differentiation and freedom over price and quantity. It means each and every seller has the right on, okay, right to fix the how much quantity he has to fix and the price. Freedom over price and quantity is there. Freedom of entry and exit of firms. Okay, so you know when it enter into the market, when exit from the market. When it is getting profits, this will enter into the market. When it is getting losses, it will exit from the market. Okay, now freedom of entry and exit of firms will be there. Next, lack of perfect knowledge. Now, under this imperfect competitive market, lack of perfect knowledge means, okay, consumers don't have the perfect knowledge about that product. Selling cost. Okay, so selling cost here, one of the another most important feature of monopolistic competition is selling cost. Selling costs are nothing but advertisement cost. Here, monopolistic competitors will compete with each other, okay, to improve their product demand. Okay, what they will do? They will do the selling cost or advertisement cost. Now already I told you what is the use of advertisement cost. Okay, so by the selling cost, the seller will attract the consumers. When by the selling cost, when the seller attract the consumer, that product demand will be more. When product demand is high, okay, there will be a chance to hike the price. He may getting the profits also. Okay, next, non-price competition. Okay, so under this monopolistic competition, Non-price competition will be there. What is the meaning of non-price competition? Non-price competition means they will compete not in the form of price and other, okay, non-price competition. Other ways, other strategies they will follow. Like giving advertisement cost and buy one get one offers, okay, home delivery facilities, like that. Okay, here non-price competition is there among the monopolists. Next, nature of demand curve of the firm. AR greater than MR. AR means average revenue curve greater than marginal revenue. Means here price, okay, so when price is less, demand will be more. Price is high, demand will be less. Now here, based on the product demand, they will increase or decrease the price. That's the reason here, nature of demand curve of the firm, AR greater than MR. Okay, so it means left downward to right, and below AR, marginal revenue curve will be there. And another feature of this monopolistic competition is the group behavior. Group behavior will be there. It means, okay, all firms will behave like a group. Okay, group behavior we can observe. So in this features of monopolistic competition, you can see here I told you the group. What is the group? Cumberland introduced the concept of group to replace the industry. Okay, so to replace the industry, he used the word group. It means firm can enter into the group, firms can exit from the group. Firms under monopolistic competition produce similar but not identical goods. What they are producing, those goods are similar. It means close substitute goods, but not identical goods. So we can't conceive of an industry in the monopolistic competition market. Okay, if the firms which are producing same type of good, identical good, in that case, we can use the word industry. But here, these goods are not identical goods. Okay, the monopolistic competition market, a group is a cluster of firms producing very close but differentiated products. These words, okay, this word here, the term group is replaced the industry. Okay, here we observe these features of the monopolistic competition. Here you can observe, if you observe the monopolistic competition PHS, here some PHS has what monopoly PHS, some perfect competitive PHS are there. So here this monopolistic competition is in between. Okay, here middle between monopoly and perfect competition, we can say. Now here another important in this monopolistic competition is one topic, that is selling cost. There is no selling cost under perfect competition where the product is homogeneous. Under perfect competition, there is no need of selling cost. But in the case no selling cost. Why? Because the product is homogeneous. Under monopoly also, selling costs are not required. Why? Because only one seller, as there are no competitors. Under monopolistic competition, where the product is differentiated, selling costs are essential to push up the sales. Okay, so here under the monopolistic competition, where the product is differentiated, selling costs are essential to push up the sales. What is the need of selling cost under monopolistic competition? Here, perfect competition, no need of selling cost, and monopoly also no need of selling cost. But in the monopolistic competition, okay, so here we can see the importance of selling cost. Why? Because all goods are close substitute, differentiated, different product differentiation is there. Okay, to attract the consumers. Okay, so to compete with each other monopolist, here in the monopolistic competition, we can observe the selling cost. Okay, now selling cost are nothing but advertisement cost. Now, here why they will do the advertisement cost? See, a large portion of selling cost will be incurred in advertisement. Okay, so they will do more expenditure on selling cost. Here, types of advertisement, we can see informative advertisement or promotional advertisement. Next to competitive advertisement are manipulative advertisements. Okay, broadly we can categorize the types of advertisement into two. One is informative advertisement or promotional advertisement. Informative advertisement means what here? To give an awareness of their product, to give the information to the consumers, to attract the consumers, they will do the informative advertisement or promotional advertisement. Competitive advertisements or manipulative advertisements means what here? Competitive advertisements. Competitive advertisements means what here? To compete with each other. Why? Because here, large number of monopolists will compete with each other. Yes, here competition is huge. To compete other seller, they will do like these advertisement costs to attract the consumers. For example, you can see if when we are seeing one movie, okay, so serial, then you can observe 2 to 3 times, okay, 2 to 3 times same advertisement they will telecast. Okay, when the person, consumer who is watching the TV, okay, he will know the information about that product, and by seeing that advertisement 2 to 3 times, oh, if we use that product, maybe those whatever the changes we are expecting, we are thinking like that here psychologically, and also here the seller will attract the consumer. When attract the consumer, the product demand will be more. Okay, so in this one, we have to observe the distinction between selling cost and production cost. You know, production cost. Production cost, in addition to that, selling cost also will be there. Here, under monopolistic competition, I told you selling costs are there. Okay, so when we will get a total cost, if we add both the total production cost plus total selling cost, we'll get the total cost. Production cost determines supply while selling cost affected demand. Okay, so production cost determines supply, how much has to supply, that is determined by production cost. But how much demand should be there to that product, here selling cost is needed. Why? Because by the selling cost, by the advertisement, the product demand may be more. Both production cost and selling cost are included in total cost. Now, total cost is equal to TPC. TPC means total production cost plus total selling cost. Okay, next, average total cost is equal to average production cost plus average selling cost. So here you can observe the average selling cost. This is the difference between ATC minus APC. This is the average selling cost. Now, so far we observe what is the meaning of monopolistic competitions, features of monopolistic competition, concept of group, and the concept of selling cost. Okay, now here we have to learn how the price determination and equilibrium of the firm in monopolistic competition. The price and output determination is the same thing as an analysis of equilibrium of the firm. Okay, when equilibrium of the firm is there, here output determination and price determination will be there. Since under monopolistic competition, different firms produces different varieties of the product. Therefore, different prices for them will be determined in the market depending upon their respective demand and cost conditions. Here, the product price determination and equilibrium of the firm is possible. How? Okay. Here, depending on the respective demand and cost conditions. Let us see. Here, condition for equilibrium. Every market has the condition for equilibrium. In all markets, either it may be perfect competitive market or imperfect competitive market. First condition is what? Marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. Where marginal cost and marginal revenue is equal. In that, in that condition, we can understand that equilibrium position. We can understand Next, equilibrium output is determined at the point intersection of MC curve and MR curve. Here, product output is determined where MC is equal to MR. Again, in this form equilibrium, we can see short-run equilibrium and long-run equilibrium. Now, let us see the short-run equilibrium of the firm in monopolistic competition. Short-run means what? Okay, there is not much of time to change according to the demand of that product. The analysis of the equilibrium of the firm. The analysis of the equilibrium of the firm under monopolistic competition market can be known in terms of marginal cost and marginal revenue approach, and the total revenue and total cost approach. What is the marginal cost and marginal revenue approach, total cost and total revenue approach? Already we discussed and we have the idea about that. Now, here you can see in short-run monopolistic competition also, like the same monopoly market, here also monopolistic competition market. Here in the short run, any market in the short run, either perfect, imperfect, competitive markets, in the short run, firm may get the supernormal profits, okay, normal profits or losses. When we can say supernormal, firm is getting abnormal profits or supernormal profits. Now, when average revenue exceeds average cost, revenue is more, cost is less. Okay, when AR exceeds average cost, the firm gets supernormal profits. Profit per unit. Here AR is nothing but profit. Okay, AR is nothing but per unit revenue, per unit cost. AC means per unit cost. That AR means per unit revenue. Total profit means here difference between total revenue and total cost. Total output revenue, total output cost. The difference between these two we can understand. Now here under this graphical representation, you can see in short run, when firm is getting the supernormal profits. How can we know the firm is getting the supernormal profits? When ER greater than AC, when average revenue exceeds the average cost. Now here you can observe the curve AC is below the AR. Okay, in that case, how much firm is getting the profits? Here, PRS. Okay, PRST area, the shaded area, which is area of profits. Here, you can see first condition MC is equal to MR. Here, firm equilibrium. Actually, price is not determined here. Price is determined here. And also, you can see AC is below the AR. Okay. Now, this firm in the short run is getting supernormal profits. Okay, next. Normal profits. Normal profits means what? If average revenue and average cost are equal, firms get normal profits. Average revenue is equal to average cost. Then normal profits. Total revenue is equal to total cost. Now normal profits you can observe here. Now AC, MC equated each other here, equal point. Okay. So here AR is equal to AC. AR is equal to AC means what? Normal profits. Revenue is same and cost is also same. Next, losses. Losses means what? Average revenue is less than average cost. Here, revenue is less, cost is more. Our total revenue is less, our total cost is more. In that cases, firm will get the losses. Now here you can see losses. Okay, so the area, see, by how can we understand the firm is getting losses? Here, see, AC is here, average cost is here, but average revenue is here only. Now, which exceeds average cost is exceeding the average average revenue. When average cost is exceeding the average revenue, now it means it is getting losses. It means in short run, under monopolistic competition, firm may get supernormal profits, normal profits, and losses. But in the long run equilibrium of the firm in monopolistic competition. Okay, all firms under monopolistic competition in the long run earn only normal because there are no restrictions of entry and exit of the firms in long run. Okay, so you have to remember this point. Under monopolistic competitive market, in the long run, firm will get the normal profits only. In the monopoly market, firm will get the, in the long run, firm will get the profits, supernormal profits. Whereas in the case of perfect competitive market, in the long run, firm will get the normal profits only. Okay, why? Because in the long run, no restrictions of entry and exit of the firm. In the long run, there. That's the reason. Okay, in the long run, monopolistic competitive market, firm will get the supernormal profits only. Okay, so this is about the monopolistic competitive market. Once again, see. Okay, market structure. Under imperfect competition market, we discussed monopoly market and now completely monopolistic competition. Other topics we have duopoly and oligopoly. Now, meaning of monopolistic competition market. Okay, in real world, we can see this monopolistic competitive market. This is the middle ground between monopoly and perfect competitive market. And John Robinson and Chamberlain published the monopolistic competitive theory. Okay, in these books in the year of 1933. Okay, here main thing is what? Product differentiation. Close substitute goods will be there. Here are the features of monopolistic competition. Okay, some perfect competitive PHS and monopoly PHS we can observe. Group, the concept of group, the selling cost. Here in this one, unit black 3, monopolistic competitive is the important question. Okay, so you prepare that one. At the end of the all completion of syllabus, okay, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, last class I will tell you what are the important questions. Price determination. How price will be determined. Okay, conditions for taking room. Okay, in the short run, firm is getting supernormal profits, normal profits are okay, losses we can observe in short run, but in the long run, firm will get the normal profits only. Okay, this is about the monopolistic competitive market. Next, another market under imperfect competitive market is oligopoly. Here, oligo means few, poly means what? Sellers. Few sellers market is known as oligopoly market. Oligopoly is one of the market types in imperfect competition. The term oligopoly is derived from two Greek words, oligos and poly. The term oligopoly is derived from two Greek words. What are those two Greek words? Oligos and poly. Oligos means few, poly means seller. Few sellers market is known as oligopoly market. Here, oligopoly is a situation that lies between monopoly and monopolistic competition. Before monopolistic competition is a situation between perfect competition and monopoly market. Like here, oligopoly market is a situation that lies between monopoly market and monopolistic competitive market. Okay, so here few sellers will be there. With only few firms in the market, the action of one firm is likely to affect the others. Under this oligopoly market, here only few firms are there. When few firms are there, one firm's what action will be affected by other firms also. Action of one firm is likely to affect the others. How the action of the firm, one firm action will affect the others, we'll see in this oligopoly market. It means when one seller increase the price, other few sellers won't increase the price. When one seller decrease the price, other sellers decrease the price. Okay, why this one we'll see in the this one. Next here, types of classification of oligopoly. Okay, so types of and classification of oligopoly, nature on product, entry of the firm, price leadership, degree of coordination, agreement or collusion. Based on all these areas, we can classify the oligopoly market. On the basis of nature of product, oligopoly classified into two. One is pure oligopoly, another one is differentiated oligopoly. When we say pure oligopoly, when these few sellers are selling homogeneous product, then we can say pure oligopoly market. Differentiated oligopoly means what here? When product differentiation is there, when these few sellers competing with each other with product differentiation, in that case we can say differentiated oligopoly. This is the classification based on the product. Okay, we have to complete it within half an hour. Still oligopoly and duopoly is there. I will speed up. Okay, next, based on the entry of the firm. Entry of the firm, open oligopoly, closed oligopoly. Okay, entry of the firm. If the firm can compete and enter into the market, that is open oligopoly. Closed oligopoly means what? When competition is very, very tough, then that is, we can say, closed oligopoly. Partial oligopoly, based on the price leadership. Okay, we'll learn the price leadership also. Based on the price leadership, we have partial oligopoly and fully oligopoly. Next, based on the degree of coordination among the sellers, syndicated oligopoly, organized oligopoly. Next, based on the agreement or collusion, we have collusive oligopoly and non-collusive oligopoly. Let us see what are these types of oligopolies. Okay, here first we have to observe the characteristics of oligopoly. Characteristics of oligopoly. But I think, see, each and every market has its features. By observing the features of each and every market, okay, we can easily understand what is that market. Now, under these characteristics of oligopoly, first feature is what? Few sellers. Few sellers means what here? Here, among the few sellers, there is a competition. Few sellers market. Next, nature of commodity. Nature of commodity means what? Whether seller is selling pure product, it means homogeneous product or differentiated product. Next, high cross elasticity of demand. High cross elasticity of demand means what here? Okay, what is the cross elasticity of demand? So here, high cross elasticity of demand means here we can next graphical representation that is under Kincke demand curve. We can see what is the high cross elasticity of demand. Next, another important feature of this oligopoly market is interdependence. Interdependence means what? One firm, here few sellers are there, no? These few sellers will interdepend on each other. Means one firm's action will affect the another firm's action. It means what happened here? Interdependency of the firms is there. One is few sellers market, next nature of commodity, next high cross elasticity of demand, interdependence. Next here, another important is importance of selling cost. Here also selling cost importance is there. Selling cost means what? Advertisement cost. By doing the advertisement cost here, these few sellers will compete with each other. Next, barriers to entry of firms. Why? Here only few sellers means what here? So there is tough competition to entry of the firm. Only few sellers. Maybe that may be syndicated oligopoly. Yes, barriers to entry of firms will be there. It means Firm can't easily enter into the market. Okay. Next, entry of group behavior. Group behavior means what? All these few sellers will behave. Group behavior will be there. Next, lack of uniformity also we can see. Lack of uniformity means in this few sellers market, one firm may be big firm, one firm may be small firm. Okay, so here all firm sizes not equal. Okay, if the firms, okay, investment capacity is more, okay, capital is more. Okay, so that is big firm. And if the firm capacity is very less investment, and also in these few firms, all the firms investment or capital is not same. Big firms and small firms will be there. It means this is showing lack of uniformity. And another features of oligopoly is indeterminateness of the demand curve. Here, indeterminateness of the demand curve, here the kinky demand, why this is kink. Okay, that indeterminateness of the demand curve we can will discuss in this class only. Okay, anyway, these are all features of oligopoly or characteristics of oligopoly. Uselless market, nature of commodity, high cross elasticity of demand, interdependence, importance of selling cost, barriers to entry of firm, group behavior, lack of uniformity, indeterminateness of the demand curve. Now, under this oligopoly, here one model is there. Okay, so price rigidity in oligopoly markets, we can observe in this Paulin-Sviji model. Paulin-Sviji explained price rigidity in oligopolist market through the kinky demand curve analysis in 1939 in his article Demand Under Conditions of Oligopoly. Okay, so how these few sellers compete with each other? Okay, how interdependency is there and how they will fix one rigid price that we can observe under the Paulin-Sviji model. Just 1 minute. Okay, so and under the oligopoly, we are going to discuss about the Paulin-Sviji model, which is important in oligopoly market. So in this oligopoly market, the price rigidity. This price rigidity analysis you can understand with the help of Kinkard demand curve analysis. Okay, this Paul Sviji explained this oligopoly market in his book, that is in his article, that is Demand Under Conditions of Oligopoly. Now, what is the meaning of price rigidity? See, the demand curve will have a kink. Kink means what here? Bent or curved at the prevailing price. The kink in the demand curve arises on account of peculiar nature of reaction of others to a change in the price by a firm. Okay, so why here it happened? Why? Because in the oligopoly market, few firms are there. These few firms are competing each other. Okay, if one firm increase the price, other firms will increase the price. If one firm decrease the price, other firms also decreasing the price. It means what? When one firm is decreasing the price, other firms also falling. When one firm increase the price, other firms are not falling. What is the reason here? For example, if you go to the market, okay, so we can observe so many tomato sellers. Okay, what we will do? First of all, as a consumer, we will observe what is the price of tomato in different sellers. After observing, if in that, for example, if we assume that 8 sellers are there, in these 8 sellers, if one seller is in the market price of tomato is 10 rupees. Let us assume it. Okay, if one seller is selling the tomato 1 kg at 8 rupees, then what happened? Okay, all consumers will buy the tomato at the consumer will sell buy at what the seller who is selling the tomato at 8 rupees per kg. It means all consumers will be buy the tomato at 8 rupees only. It means that seller who decreases the price, he is attracting the consumers. His demand for that product is more. Now what happened? Other firms, they are losing the consumers. So when when seller decreasing the price, other sellers also decrease the price. But when one seller increase the price, other sellers won't increase the price. Okay, if in that 8 sellers, if one seller is selling the price at 12 rupees or 15 rupees, any consumer will buy at 15 rupees? No. So what happened? Demand for the tomato at that seller, okay, he will lose the consumers. It means when price increasing, other firms are not following. When price decreasing, other firms also used to decrease the price. Due to this one, what happened here? These few sellers, by decrease here, if the sellers are competing with each other and decreasing the price, now what happened here? These sellers will be close. Okay, so to avoid this one, what they will do? Here, another important feature is there, no? Lack of uniformity. Okay, in these few firms, one large firm will be there. The large firm, okay, they will what syndicate. Syndicate means what here? These few sellers come together and they will discuss and they will fix one price. Price leader. That means the large firm will fix the price. Other firms will sell that product at that price only. Okay, now what happened? To avoid competition among them and to avoid the losses among them, what they are doing? Okay, they will fix one price. This price the price will be fixed by the large firm. Okay, few other firms will follow that price only. It means now price rigidity we can observe here. Okay. So when a firm raises the price slightly above what is agreed upon by all, other firms do not follow. As a result, the product of other firms are relatively cheaper and the product of the firm which has raised the price become relatively costlier. Okay, we know when one firm is hiking the price means what here? That is the costlier. When price is high, demand will be low. When price is less, when other firm is decreasing the price, that is available at a cheaper cost. Now consumer will demand the lesser cost. Good. Now what happened? So here, this one which leads to the price rigidity. Now, see price rigidity, Collins VJ named price rigidity oligopolist market through the Kink demand curve. How this price rigidity we can observe with the help of what? Kinky demand curve. Now we can see the price rigidity and Kinky demand curve. So under the demand under conditions of oligopoly market, we can observe the help of especially Collins VG model, Kinky demand curve, which is an important topic. Now let us see on the OX axis output to be taken, on the OY axis price taken. Now here you can observe the Kink curve. Now see, this is the demand curve. This is the AR or demand curve. So now demand curve is not in a negative slope. Okay, demand is nothing but AR. Okay, now this demand curve is in here, bent we can observe. So that is at a point K. Now, say when Q1 quantity, P1 price, when Q2 quantity, P2 price, at lesser quantity, higher price, and here more quantity, lesser price, you can see. Now, what happened at if a firm is decreasing the price, he used to sold more quantity at a less price. Okay, so what happened here? When one firm is decreasing the price, other firms also decreasing the price. When one firm is decreasing the price, no firm is following that one. Now, under this demand curve, here you can observe the kink bent. Why the bent of kink in this one? Why? Because of price rigidity. Above kinky demand curve, elasticity of price is equal to greater than 1. Below kink demand, elasticity of price is equal to less than 1. Inelastic demand, lesser price. Elastic demand, more price. Now here in the at the point kink, why kink? These few sellers, okay, they will syndicate and one leader firm will fix the price. All remaining firms will maintain that price only. Okay, that's the reason due to the price rigidity. Under this demand curve, kink we can observe. This is what kink demand curve in oligopoly market. Okay, so this is about the kinky demand curve. Now, here equilibrium of the firm with kinky demand curve. So here some conditions, assumptions are there. So what are those assumptions? There are few firms in the oligopoly industry, firm in the oligopoly industry. The product produced by one firm is also close substitute to other firm. The product is the same quality. There is no product differentiation. Here some assumptions are there. It means this is a homogeneous product oligopoly. Same quality. Here is the assumption. There are no advertising expenditures. Okay, in this the kinky demand here model. So again in this kinky demand oligopoly, there are some models are there. Collusive models and non-collusive models also there. Now here prevailing market price for the product at which all the sellers are satisfied. Price rigidity. The marginal cost curve passes through the dotted portion of the marginal revenue curve, so that changes in marginal cost do not affect the output and price. Okay, this based on these assumptions, we can explain in the kinky demand curve. See, this is another one. Same kinky demand topic. Now here we can observe the price and output determination. Previously, this graph which is explain the kinky demand curve price rigidity. Now in this graph, you can observe the how price and output determine in oligopoly. Now here same kinky demand curve kink here you can observe, but you can observe the gap between this MR. Okay, so some gap is there. Now the NC marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue from equilibrium we know. Okay, this NC is passes through the MR. Now here you can observe the gap. Okay, by this one that much effect won't be there. Okay, so this is about the oligopoly market. We have 10 minutes time only. Okay, so next market is oligopoly 170. Oligopoly market, types and classifications of oligopoly, price rigidity. This is also important. Kinky demand curve analysis, Collins VG model. The next market is duopoly market. Duopoly market means what here? Two sellers market is known as duopoly market. Duopoly is the duopoly. Duo means what? Two. Poly means what? Sellers. Few sellers market is known as duopoly market. Duopoly is the special case of the theory of oligopoly in which there are only two sellers. Both the sellers are completely independent and no agreement exists between them. Here, in this duopoly market, two sellers are there. these two sellers are independent each other. Okay, they are independent each other. No agreement there in between the two sellers. A change in price and output of one will affect the other and may set a chain of reaction. Under this duopoly market, we can observe how these two two sellers, okay, due to change in price and output, how one seller fix the price and output based on that one another. For example, if you assume that A seller, B seller is there, when A seller enter into the market and fix the one price and output, then B seller think that okay, A is fixing this much of price and this much of output. Based on that one, other B form reaction will be there again. Okay, so how these A and B sellers will so reaction chain of reaction we can observe under this duopoly market. Okay, now this duopoly market is explained by the Cournot model. The oldest solution to the duopoly problem is by the French economist Augustin Cournot in 1838. Augustin Cournot is the French economist. Okay, so he given the solution to this duopoly problem in 1838, who took the case of two mineral water springs situated side by side and owned by two firms A and B. Now, in this duopoly market, I said no, two sellers. Okay, so here the example they take in mineral water springs. Mineral water springs, the mineral water cost of production marginal cost is equal to 0. That based on that assumption, this model formulated. Okay, so two firms A and B. Now, see, observe the assumptions. If you understand the assumptions, you can understand the duopoly model. The first assumption is what? There are two independent sellers. These two sellers are independent each other. In other words, interdependence of the duopoly is ignored. In previous case of oligopoly model, we observe the interdependence. But here interdependence we can't see. But here each and every seller is independent each other. They produce and sell a homogeneous product. Okay, here the product which they are selling, that is the homogeneous product. What is the meaning of homogeneous? Means the product means, you know, quality, quantity, taste, size, packing, all are same. That is known as homogeneous product. See, they produce and sell a homogeneous product, that is mineral water. The total output must be sold out. Okay. Here another assumption is what? Two sellers. Okay, they are producing or selling homogeneous product, that is mineral water. Whatever they are producing, they are selling, that product must be sold out that day only. Why? Because that product is a perishable and a non-storable. That product, the mineral water, is a perishable product, that is not a storable. Next, the number of buyers is large. Here another assumption is what? Number of buyers are large, but sellers are two only. Based on this assumption, okay, next another assumption also you can observe. Each seller knows the market demand curve for the product. Under this duopoly model, each and every seller, they know the how much demand for their product they know. Next, the cost of production is assumed to be 0. Why? Because here homogeneous product, that is mineral water, cost of production is 0. Okay, you should remember this point. The cost of production is assumed to be 0. Both have identical cost and identical demand. Both means firm A and firm B, both sellers have the identical demand and identical cost. It means same demand and same cost for their product. Each seller decides about the quantity he wants to produce and sell in each period. And it means these two sellers, they know how much quantity produced and how much at what period they have to sell. And but each ignorant about his rival's plan about output. Okay, because this one here, they will ignore others' output. At the same time, each seller takes the supply of output its rival as constant. Okay, let us see by the graphical explanation. Neither of the firms fixes the price for the product, but each accepts the market demand price at which the product can be sold. Okay, so these two sellers accepted the market demand price. The entry of firm is black. Why? Because only two sellers are there. Okay, next, each seller aims at obtaining the maximum profits. Anyway, in compared to competitive market, the seller's main motive is profit maximization. Next, revenue costs have negative slope. Yes, MC is equal to MR. Next, MC is equal to 0. Okay, let us see with the help of graphical representation. Anyway, so the conclusion of this Carnot model is the firm A and firm B manufactures two mineral wells in the Carnot model. There are no production costs to produce mineral water. The two together produce 2/3 of the total production, of which A is 1/3 and B 1/3. It means total production their share is same. Means their share is same means what? They are getting same profits, same demand, same profits. Now here you can observe the two price and output determination in duopoly. Here you can observe the duopoly model graphs. Now see, on the y-axis output taken, on the y-axis revenue price, this is taken. Now here you can observe the average revenue curve. Below the average revenue curve, okay, marginal revenue curve is also there. Now here, for example, now this is the demand curve. Now this D1 is demand curve. In this demand curve, two firms, two sellers are there. Now they know each and every seller. They know their product demand. They know their product demand. Now here, first seller who entered into the market, for example, A entered into the market. He want okay, fix the total output. Okay, whatever the output he has, okay, half of the output he will introduce in the market. That is OQ. Now, okay, this is the what here this MRA is there. No, this MRA is okay. A sellers, P Q is here, Q quantity, P is the price. This is the MRA. This is the marginal revenue of firm A. Now remaining part, assume that B. Now B entered into the market. He assumed that okay, A fixed the OQ quantity, OP price. Now B entered into the market. He assumes that okay, the quantity is constant. Now he will fix remaining demand is B firm demand, product demand. That this is the MRB is the okay. So B firm demand curve. Anyway, so both here B firm fix the ON output. Okay, here Q to N. This is the output and this is the price. Now these two firm A and firm B. Lastly here this chain condition okay will exist till both the okay firm A and firm B equal shares. Okay, 1/3 of total market can be divided into here. They will the chain reaction will be there till the firm A and the firm B will get the equal profits. Now we can here observe the okay, firm A getting OQ RP area profit and firm B is getting RQ Q1 is area. Okay, by this one here we can observe that okay, each and every seller will get the same profits. This is what duopoly. Okay, so we'll meet in next class with the next block of market structure. That is in next class we'll discuss about the factors price determination. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. रुमान को दी तो उन लोगों को पी के खुली